Hello. Let's start the music back over so we've got our full little slot of time. Hi, good morning. It's Morning Oasis. Today is, what is today? Today's the 25th of September. We are trucking right through 2017, you guys. We're already we're approaching our first new gibbous. I think that's going to be on Wednesday of this moon. And then we're going to be into October at the end of this week. This Sunday, Sunday, October 1st is Brunch with Jessie, which is all booked up. I'm so excited to have lunch with you guys. Oh, good morning, Tiffany. Hi, Chris. Let's see. I was at a fair this weekend, and I'm just gonna let you guys know I'm in the middle of getting some big downloads, some really big activations. So I'm a little bit spacey, kind of a little out of it. So just you're gonna have to bear with me today. Good morning, morning, Michelle. So I wanted to show you guys. I got this new deck. Where's the box? It's called the Starseed Oracle deck. It's written by a man. He goes by the name the Wizard Azanon. His name is Jeffrey St. Rose. This is also his actual name. This is the box. He's created this deck. He's an artist and a channel, intuitive, really gifted. He lives in northern Washington. This is the box for it. You guys are going to be blown away by this deck. I'm just going to kind of show you guys this deck, I guess. This is how we'll do it. I'm trying to figure out the best order of showing you, because instead of card pulls today, thank you for saying so, Michelle. Instead of card pulls today, what I'm going to be doing is I'm just going to be going through this deck and popping some of these cards up, and we're just going to tune in and we're going to see what happens. Then we'll talk about what we've experienced as we go through. You know me, I'm always changing it up just a little bit here and there. Hi, Kristen. Good morning. I'm not going to be doing card pulls today. I'm going to be doing, we're going to be working with the Starseed deck, Jeffrey's deck. I thought it would be a great way for us to just kind of get into this and see what comes through. Okay, so I have been pulling out different cards as I've gone. And one of the things that's coming through right now, I have spent so much of my practice, my time, my work on the understanding, healing, repairing, restoring, And I have come to a point where it feels like, to me, it's now time for us to stop addressing what was and to begin stepping forward into what is and bringing that energy forward in order to accomplish that. Sorry, I hadn't turned off my phone yet. So that is what I've been focusing mostly. I feel like we're going to start focusing more and more on. Good morning, Ashley. And as it comes up to address what was, that's great. That's wonderful. And yes, do it. Those are the opportunities that present themselves. You know that they're presenting because you're triggered, you're upset, you're emotional, you're whatever, you're reactive. You are no longer in that grounded, centered state. Do the work. When that happens, do the work. I'm finding more and more that I am not in that state. Oh, buenos dias. Good morning, Ignacio. It's good to see you here. I'm so glad you made it through that storm so well, and I know there's more coming. Yeah, Lanya, it's very much so. It's really time for us to release the personalized attachment to whatever it is that we're releasing, right? Does it matter? And that means where before, when I first started doing this work, I was, my very first venturings, good morning, Barbara, into doing this work was actual healing, hands-on healing, me doing channeling energy sessions, and not talking. That was what Brandon and Hannah Neal and I did in the Crystal Cocoon a lot. And I had a way, I mean, I've always worked with the verbal as well as the energetic. However, now it's feeling like it's just time to clear. Clear, clear, clear. So that's what we're going to start with. This is an auric cleansing. This is Jeffrey's card. It's called Auric Cleansing, Replenishment, Renewal, and Restoration. So I'm going to look it up real quick. And it's card number 8. And 8 is that we were, you know, I listened this morning to this wonderful, wonderful shamanic healing session that Kimberly posted. Thank you so much in the group. I would suggest that everybody watch that. It was really powerful. I did it this morning around 3:30 because I woke up at 3:30. I went to bed at 8:30. I woke up at 3:30. And it was really quite powerful. So I feel like this is a great place for us to start. So this is auric cleansing, number 8 being that number of infinity, right? So visualizing the infinity symbol on its side, as well as crossing it, right? Crossing it, going up and down like the 8. That is an activating frequency. It's also part of the violet flame. And if you recall me teaching the violet flame several months ago, we use that symbol inside of a teardrop to create a transmutation chamber. It is the number that is just pure, divine, cosmic frequency. It is infinite. It is abundant because it is infinite. So this is the number 8 card, auric cleansing. So I'm going to pull it in. And I just want you to start focusing in on that. And just allow yourself to breathe in. And as you exhale, imagine you're exhaling everything from your aura that you're ready to release, that you're all done with holding. I will support all of us, and if you are feeling the call to support, then support as well. It's beautiful. It does shine. Just focus in, using the breath to support the clearing, not only from the auric field, but also from the physical that holds in order to manifest the auric. Another layer. Yeah. All right. And I thought we would, where is it? Yes. Open up this gate of returning. This is entrance, death, rebirth, passage. Let's enter into the gate of returning as we allow all parts of ourselves to come home, to pass through, to release all things as our optimum. Releasing the idea that anything we must construct or create, just releasing that, and instead just return all parts into the home. Morning, Shauna. Calling all parts back to ourselves. Good. Then we're going to open up the heart. Let's awaken the heart. Visualize that bursting light opening up in the heart, coming out, radiating out through the vessel, trumpeting this change, this transformation of the awakened heart, full of love, full of innocence and reverence. As though our heart is trumpeting out our love sound, our love call. I'm telling you, I love these cards. Okay, what should we do next? Let's open up our flower of feeling. Okay, I'm going to open this. Oh. See how it opens? Oh, there we go. Bringing in compassion, opening up our emotional body to awaken fully. Deep forgiveness. Just really open that body up. Let it shine. We don't have to be worried or afraid of feeling anymore. It's okay to feel. Our emotions are not going to hurt us. Nothing is anymore, really, except for ourselves. And it's really our fear feeling. So let's just feel from our hearts really deeply. Let that flow out. And now let's call in that temple of centering, because many of us are in this point right now of seeking solitude, seeking release from the engagement, needing that. So this is the temple of centering. So let's not feel bad about it. Let's step into the temple of the centered whole self, creating a space for the self to truly come into this centered alignment, releasing the need of the other selves to show us the self, accepting the seclusion we're in, being either forced into, released into, allowed into, or creating. Finding that grounded space in the center. Yes. That center line of us going deep all the way down into the center of Gaia, grounded down. Because when we are centered and grounded, we know to our core, this is where we belong. Let's just feel that belonging in this moment right now. This is where you belong. Oh, it feels better. Let's just follow this for a few moments. I want all of you guys to feel that heart trumpet. Open that heart trumpet up. and trumpet this love, grounded, centered, belonging energy that is so clear and clean. Let's just project it out from wherever you are into that web of creation, that web of humanity. Let's just send it out. I'm going to call in 2 cards now. So much of us, as we release all of this stuff, are having physiological responses right now to this intense energy that's coming through. We're finding ourselves having illnesses, pains, struggles, sickness, and all these different issues right now. So let's just take one moment and visualize our vessels. And now begin to visualize a vessel of you in its perfect, most optimum expression. Whole, complete, and regenerated. Cellular regeneration. Bioluminescence. Bringing in all frequencies and spectrums for healing light. Into every cell, visualize this symbol inside every cell and resonating out these frequencies into the spaces between the cells. And visualize yourself within a chamber of regeneration. There it is. Inside this chamber, using this frequency, activating this energy. There we go. Let's just visualize ourselves in the heart of this chamber, surrounded by these energies, with this frequency radiating from the center of us and out. We are releasing all aspects of the vessel that no longer serve, that no longer carry us in this next expression of selves, this next density. We don't need to witness it. We don't need to think about it. It has been witnessed. Just release. And in order to seal this work that we've done, sealing only in that we're allowing us to move forward from here. No longer do we need to have the past bleed forward. We're going to call in the seal of harmonic order, bringing in harmony, cooperation, dynamic integration into all the cells that work together in the community of our vessel, with ourselves that are our expression of the divine and are our individuation of Gaia. Go ahead and for some of this next work, first, let's open one other thing. I'm telling you, I love these cards. This is the seal of individuality. You're welcome. The seal of individuality, right? So we each are these amazing individuated expressions. This divine union between Source and Gaia and the present moment, the here and the now. It's an amazing thing, right? This gift that we get to be this. And so often we don't support ourselves, we support others in being their individuations, but we don't support ourselves. So let's open the seal of individuation. Here we go. We're going to open it. Authenticity, uniqueness, and integration of such uniqueness. Opening and activating the seal. Good. So we're going to call in now the seal of Venus. This is an elemental magic for self-love and protection. Let's really love the self. Let's call in Venus's energy. If you struggle with self-love, visualize this symbol over yourself as though it's your sphere. You're within the heart of it. I know it's a different kind of show today, guys, but this is what I've got. Alright, let's call in the golden seed. Bringing all these aspects into wholeness, alignment, configuration. Opening up that golden seed. And we're going to activate our star body matrix for this next work as we come back more and more into wholeness, because this is a part of ourself. All right. Starseed Oracle deck, brand new. Now, as we come into that wholer self and we're seeing these other multidimensional expressions of ourselves and becoming a little overwhelmed with the awesomeness of who we are, let's call in the temple of perfected essence with divinity, honor, responsibility, and humility. Calling in that perfect humility as we adopt the responsibility of what we're taking in, these frequencies, and activating what we're committing to do in our service, our work with one another. Let's call in some guidance as we're in these multidimensional self states. Let's begin with Metatron, Metatron star. Today's going to be kind of a bombed out day. Let's call in a little bit of our galactic kin. Let's open up the Syrian Stargate. Let's allow the Syrians to come through to help us and assist us with our transcendence, bringing in prayerfulness and serenity. Just call in that Syrian Stargate energy. And allow your Syrian self to come forward and to begin the conversation with you. So as you move forward, they can continue to guide and support you in your journey. Thank you, Jessie. Let's call in the Lyrian Stargate. This is ancestry, courage, wisdom, and empathy. Go ahead and begin to call in that Lyrian self, bringing it in fully into the self here and now. Allowing that Lyran consciousness to come and support you in awakening more deeply. to show you that now. Let's go ahead and do that. These are some of the pieces that I got while I was at the show. This is a smoky quartz dodecahedron. This is really the new frequency coming in right now of Gaia. She's transitioning into this. So this has been supporting our work so far today, helping us anchor our work in to the here and the now, helping support us in being present in the 5D consciousness and bridging that into this 3D reality that's still transitioning. And then we've been using this orgone generator with that. Go ahead and tune into that right now. Just take a moment. Allow the frequency coming from these two beautiful tools to support you. And anchoring all this work we're doing into the here and the now, bringing it present, bringing it out. There we go. Good. Know that this is going to continue to be supporting. It's right. Let's see, does it even, can't even get it to show up, but it's right in front of the, there we go. You can kind of see some of it. Right in front. Let's see. Next, we're going to call in the Alpha Aryan Stargate. Alpha Aryan Stargate. Artistry, expression, community, and celebration. So much a part where we are right now. This is the race of beings that really understands this. This is how they evolved. Let's call the consciousnesses of ourselves from the Alpha Aryan Stargate to come and guide and support us. And next we're going to call in the Altarian Stargate. Open that up and call in the Altarian consciousness for support us. We get so caught up when we're trying to express ourselves or share with one another in our personal story that we forget our diplomacy and our neutrality. We forget to recognize that the stories are meant for exploring, not proving. Right, so let's go through and call in that Altarian Stargate self to support us in this divine negotiation between the consciousness of the self, of the collective, the individuation, source. And now all of this different work that we've been doing, right? All of these openings, this space, this creation. Let's go ahead and begin to view the self through all these pieces, these facets that we've opened, through the prism of existence. Let's explore those separations as they come back in together into wholeness. Allow the individuation and the whole. Allow the prism to support you. Thank you, Murphy. We're going to call in the spectrum generator, which helps with reprogramming, transmutation, and stabilization of all this work we're doing. Let's just call the spectrum generator frequency in. Now we're going to do the cosmic calibrator, which supports universal attunements, repatterning, and integration of guidance. Let's recalibrate all aspects of the self. Imagine inside the heart of this is your own genetics, your full strand of expression of self, being reattuned and recalibrated to this new universal alignment. The full universe is shifting and changing right now as Source is growing. Let's recalibrate all layers of the self, all expressions of the self through the prismatic view. And as we come back further and further into this whole self, let's awaken in to the full light of Source, building our sense of self, returning into the essence of who and what we are. Let's call Source consciousness in. And as we bring in that Source frequency, let's allow our full light bodies to activate. Really allow that light to shine through that central column and radiate out from you. Let's take a moment in this space right now to feel your light body. Just feel that. Feel what it feels like. Feel how the body adjusts in posture. The mind is clear. The cells are buzzing. Just feel this for a moment and allow it to really come through that this is you now. At this point, let's call in our Pleiadian kin to support us as we open up that Pleiadian stargate, helping us understand our senses, the beauty. You're welcome, Stacy. Call in that consciousness of the self that is of the Pleiadians, that's there learning and growing, all those selves too, to support you in the here and the now. Next, we're going to call in the blue star of hope, ascension, surrender, and purification as we really submit, surrender to this flow. And I know there's so much going on right now that creates fear, but this blue star of hope will light the way. Where you feel you have fear stored in the body, in the soul, in the heart, visualize this blue star of hope radiating in and out of your of that space. Really take a moment with this one. I'm just seeing it printed right here. Hope. So buzzy. let's open up for a moment this chamber of illumination so we can start to look at our perspectives, our ideas, our beliefs. Just open this chamber where we can allow all things to be true, all things to be valuable, beautiful, necessary. This chamber of illumination. And let us also open this temple of celestial revelations. This is calling in the angelic assistance for deep truth, salvation, majesty. Let's also call in the subatomic velocitor to really accelerate the frequency we're calling in right now. We're layering these. Really accelerate and deepen in the spiral of life. Let's get into movement and motion. Let's open and unfold everything we're here to do and be as we open the spiral. Open your spiral in this sacred space, guided by the angelics, guided by the truth, by our kin, by the light of illumination. Open to your starseed nature, true self, bringing all of yourself in to the self. And now let's integrate all of that into the vessel through the chakra system. Everything we've worked on, everything we've been tuning, opening, flowing, joining, let's fully integrate it into the system. All the way down to the root. And as we close this work, which was indeed some amazing and beautiful work, let's call in the frequency of the great elation. Deep gratitude, reconstruction, reformation. Let us feel that elation as we move forward. Good. That's what I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoy. Go through that one again if you need to. That was pretty awesome. I think I might listen again and just receive. Right. We'll do some more rides with these cards over this week because I'm telling you, these puppies are amazing. Oh my God, amazing. So wonderful. So yeah, again, you guys, this is the Starseed Oracle deck. Wizard Azanon. You can find, let's see, I think, I can't remember. Quantum Luminosities is his website, I believe. He's on Facebook. His name's Jeffrey St. Rose. and it links into his website. And this is kind of what he looks like. There's Jeffrey. Super awesome dude. I got some of the best hugs. I love this guy, and he literally just got these like 2 weeks ago. These are his artwork, his channeled work. The guidebook has the ability to do some divination spreads. You know, he has some divination layouts, an ascension pyramid spread, for instance. Let's see if I can show you guys that like that. But what he also does is he creates layouts that are really beautiful, where you place the cards in the structure and you experience the tuning frequency of this structure. He worked a lot with people to come up with these. There's an emotional healing layout, creative expression, Christ consciousness, ascension, divination, spellcaster's ceremonial layout, star body activation layout, kundalini activation layout. So there's lots of those things. It's called the Starseed Oracle deck. He just made it, and he sells all of this artwork that's on the cards. It's all his work. He sells them as prints, and they're amazing. If I were a rich man, my walls would be lined with them. So yeah, I really, really recommend his deck, and we're going to play more with it. Enjoy. I am so bombed right now. I'm just like bombed. Okay, guys, I love you. I'll see you tomorrow. And yeah, that's all she wrote. Bye. His name is Jeffrey St. Rose, Karen.